Here's something I think is interesting. Most people, when they're involved in an accident that isn't their fault, they think their insurance company is the place where they pay their premiums to, so they don't want to really, get the insurance company mad at them for fear that premiums may go up.
Mm.
But what most people, I think, don't realize is it's the other person's insurance company that's having to pay for the damages, right?
Well, normally, I mean, that's, if that person has sufficient coverage, which you hope they do, but
Sure.
there's a lot of people driving down those roads that don't have any insurance or they're underinsured, very minimum amount of coverage, okay? And that's when the person's own insurance policy can come into play. So that's what we look at every source of coverage when the client comes in. We look primarily at the defendants, but then the person's own policy. There may be things called medical payments coverage. There may be underinsured or underinsured coverage. And if we use those and have to use those, that's a non-liability situation to the client. Because I tell them, look, I don't want to hurt you, do anything to harm you. I'm here to help you. So I don't want your rates to go up. And you can use those two coverages, and the rates will not go up. All right. Then we look at health care. And then, a lot of people now have health insurance policies that are entitled to have subrogation rights. Okay, so I negotiate with them. So now I'm negotiating with, the primary defendant's insurance carrier. I may be negotiating with the doctor bills. I may be negotiating with, health insurance companies. So now the practice of personal injury has become a lot more complex.
So you're saying uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage and medical payments or med pay. Those are two things that you can file for that do not affect your premium. So even with your own
And
insurance,
I think everybody should go home right now and look at their policies and see if they have it, because insurance is a necessary evil. You don't want to pay for it. Times are tight economically. You don't want to spend that much money for your insurance policy. And your agent, who may be well intentioned, says, okay, well, you don't need this, you don't need that, and you don't until you get into an accident. Okay,
right.
But look at your policies. Okay, make sure you have medical payments coverage. At least have $1,000. Okay, make sure you have uninsured and underinsured coverage. I recommend at least $100,000, because if you get into an accident nowadays, it doesn't take long before your medical bills really mount.
Right. Yeah, with rising costs of medical expenses.
Sure, an MRI,
more insurance.
$1,500. It's expensive.
Okay. What do you say to people who need medical treatment after an accident, but they don't have medical insurance? I know it's a little bit of a
right. It's tough because the doctors are running a business too, and they want to be paid. So if somebody doesn't have medical insurance, we'll maybe try to suggest some doctors that don't want to be paid that will hold their bill, or we'll write to the doctors or call the doctor's office and say, look, they've got a case going on right now. We'll sign an assignment of benefits or whatever to make sure you get paid at the end of the case, but that person needs treatment. So the biggest thing is you've been in an accident, get the care that you need.
All right. So bottom line, accident, the most important thing is get better.
Take care of yourself. Right.
Okay. Great.